Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper.
And I'm Mama Pepper.
And lately, I've done a horrible job. Why have I done a horrible job?
Because you've been sick.
Because I've been sick. And the actual sickness probably didn't last that many days, right? What do you think, 3-4 days? When I was actually sick? But the recovery time has been kicking hard, and the children went through stuff. And they all got over things pretty quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the only lingering right now is, how are you feeling?
It's my cough that I have, and then I started to get a runny nose yesterday.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. Like when I was like in bed feeling terrible, there was a whole process with that. And then like the day I finally felt like getting out of bed, it all went to like the back of my throat and I don't know, phlegm type stuff and rough stuff. And what happened to Pinky's senses?
She said she couldn't really taste or smell some of her foods.
So Pinky unable to really taste or smell. If we're all here together, that kind of makes us kind of consider what our options were on this one. And then also talking to some other people where you kind of get sick for a bit, but it takes you like a week or two to get back to normal. And that's definitely where I am. It wasn't until, was it yesterday finally?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until like yesterday I finally got out and actually started accomplishing some stuff, which I don't get nothing done, if I'm not working on it. So I'll bring you up to speed on how far I got done so far, and then get back with the plans here moving forward. So, Ozarks make things tougher. It's just the way it is because ain't nothing flat. I remember sharing photos of like the sunset and stuff before online. And people were like, wow, it's a beautiful sunset, but you should learn to hold your camera straight, because they're thinking I'm doing this or something. And I'm like, the horizon is not horizontal here. You know, it's just the way it is. So that said, at the moment, trying to frame this in. And all I'm doing, first of all, is getting the shape set up. And then I'm going to level it. You can see here, we're off the ground, right? And there, we're on a hump. So I'm just kind of getting the shape set up first, and then I'm going to level the whole thing. And I'm actually contemplating a full 20 by 30 for this. So the center will be about here, about 10 feet in, and going a full 20 feet wide by 30 feet long. And part of the reason I'm doing that is my logs, my support beams, the cedars, are actually going to be resting on top of this. So the first thing I'm going to do, frame it in, then level it out. Then I'm going to actually dig some footers around here, and then I'm going to put the rebar down and the plywood there. And when I do that, we're going to be good to pour. And then there's also going to be a little one around here. A little part framed in here, so this won't be concrete, but everything else here will be concrete. That's how far I made it so far. It's rather rough, because if I get out here working for a bit, after just a couple minutes I'm like, ugh, I feel like laying down. So thankfully I had Monster Truck, some of the other little peppers helping me, but better than working by self, but definitely not a full-grown man worth of effort coming in here, and that makes it hard. I think I'm gonna get this video popped up for you guys and get back to work here while it's still kind of early and kind of cool, so I don't have to work so much in the heat of the day. But yes, I'm working on projects. The problem is I feel horribly sick. Well, for a couple days, and then since then, the recovery and getting past that has been absolutely terrible. So thankfully, this lady's been very patient with me, as I've pretty much laid around for a week and haven't done much. I appreciate that, darling. And yeah, it feels terrible. It absolutely feels terrible to have so much to do and just not do it. It's really hard, because I've got a long way to go on this property, in this life, moving forward with things, and it's kind of overwhelming sometimes anyway just to look at it. But then when your body is just not into it, that's just so much worse, because your options are so much more limited. Yeah.
Plus we have the baby coming here soon. We have to prepare for that. And
our fall camping trip and other things. First the coat, yeah.
So we've got some things this month and coming up here next month.
Yeah, and it's
full schedule stuff.
some of my different streams of revenue then too I haven't been investing as much in, because I felt so bad, you know, and it's like, man, yeah. I gotta get back to work. More ways than one. Alright, we'll see you next time.
I'm out.
Pop out.
Thank you for watching. Hit the left button. Thumbs up. As well.
The cow head is good?
Yeah.
That's because you know.